Hello everyone, this is Kara and welcome to this week's Power Yoga practice. I'm filming this at a time where we are seeing a global uprising against racial inequality and race-based discrimination. And you yourself may have been participating in the massive protests around the world in your community, as well as no doubt seeing many images of violence, people being enraged and overwhelmed with sadness related to what is going on, as well as in the midst of a continued pandemic. So you may be beginning to feel a bit overwhelmed, burnt out, and fatigued in body, mind, and soul from all these intense energies. So today we're going to use our practice as a means to check in with ourselves and check in particularly with that solar plexus, the third chakra, the seat of our will and our fiery center that does compel us to act out of our beliefs in the world to manifest change. So in order to have that energy to get out there and continue to act and express ourselves, we want to nourish this solar plexus diaphragm area, as well as in general our life force energy, which in yoga is often identified as the Kundilini energy, which is located at the base of the spine that we awaken, and then that moves up the spine to energize all the energy centers or chakras. So this will be our focus of our practice today. If this type of practice is not helpful for you at this point, you may try working on the opposite end of the spectrum, doing a restorative yoga practice, which works on calming the nervous system and working with deep relaxation. So I do encourage you to check out my restorative classes if you think that might be more helpful. But today we will start with Kapalabhati Pranayama, which is working with the breath of fire or diaphragmic breathing to, again, clear out any stagnation happening in the solar plexus and reigniting that fire in this area, and then moving that energy up into the skull to clear out the mind, clear out confusion, so our vision is clear and spacious in our mind as we move forward, so we know where our purpose is. Kapalabhati means shining skull, so it's a practice to both activate our fiery center of the solar plexus and then clear out the mind. And then we'll move into working with some Kundilini practices to, again, activate the life force energy at the base of the spine, start moving that energy, and we'll work it into some warrior flows, particularly peaceful warrior flows, which is essentially what we're all being called to be at this point, a peaceful warrior in the world, working for peace, justice, love, equality. So we'll channel that energy into working with our warrior poses today. So let's go ahead and get started for this practice. You can start by sitting on a block or a bolster and maybe have another block and strap handy, as well as some tissues for the pranayama, because it also works to clear out the sinuses and the lungs, also so important at this time. So first, just starting by feeling into our seat, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Bringing the shoulder blades slightly in towards the spine, expanding through the heart center. And taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, starting to expand through the diaphragm. Exhaling out through the mouth. Let's take a couple more here. On the inhale, expanding in all directions, expanding the rib cage. On the exhale, out through the mouth. And then we can squeeze the muscle of the diaphragm in towards the spine, really releasing out. Let's do a couple more. Starting to release, again, any of those trapped emotions, frustration, etc. Just letting it out through the exhale. And then beginning to exhale out through the nose. Good, and then we can bring the hands to the diaphragm and we'll start to engage the breath of fire. So in the breath of fire, we have a passive inhalation, which means we just let the inhale happen. We don't actively inhale. The diaphragm will naturally inflate. And then on the exhale, we forcefully exhale out through the nose and then move the diaphragm in towards the spine, the muscle of the diaphragm. So, and then again, the inhalation is just passive. It just naturally happens. So we don't want to hyperventilate here, just more active in the exhalation. So inhaling and then exhaling. So we're bringing that muscle of the diaphragm in then. I can have my nose, I see my nose is running already. So again, maybe having a Kleenex on hand. So we will pump the diaphragm 20 or 30 times, and then we will retain the breath and bring the arms up above the head. Retain the breath, and then focus on moving that active life force energy we're activating in the solar plexus, moving it up into the skull and letting it clear out and create space in the mind. All right, here we go. Inhaling and then exhaling. Good, keep going. As we do this, see if we can let the mind be still, resting the awareness in the diaphragm. Good, and then deep inhale up. Retain the breath. Again, imagining that energy moving up through the diaphragm, up through the heart, and then into the mind. Resting the awareness between the eyebrows. And exhaling down. Taking a couple natural breaths. And then we'll go again. Here we go. Inhaling. And exhaling. This time, let's see if we can speed up a little bit. Good. Inhaling up. Retain the breath. You can imagine the energy in the diaphragm like the little filaments or cords of light, and then when they're moving up, they're traveling up into the skull, clearing out the skull, the mind. Resting in the gap and exhaling. So we might start to feel that prana, or energy, starting to circulate through as we deepen into the practice. Let's keep going. Let's do one more time. See if we can speed up even more this time. No worries if you're struggling here. The diaphragm is a muscle. So the more that we do this practice and exercise this muscle, the easier this practice will get. So let's go ahead one more time and begin. Good, inhaling up. Retain the breath. And exhaling down. Taking a few deep natural breaths. Again, feeling that prana energy starting to emanate and circulate out from the solar plexus center. Let's go ahead and come down off our block and start moving that energy around a bit more. And again, starting to awaken the Kundilini energy at the base of the spine. So sitting on our mat and starting to rotate around the tailbone area there. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, we can really exaggerate the movement. Bringing the shoulder blades in as we come around, and then exhaling, rounding through the back. And then bringing the head in, dropping the chin to the chest, and then opening up. Good, let's go in the opposite direction. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then a few seated cat and cows here. Inhaling, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open through the heart, looking up, lifting the chin. And then exhaling, rounding. Maybe grabbing onto the knees, lengthening through the arms, pressing through the back. And keep it going. Again, maybe speeding up as we continue moving between these two poses. Getting that breath of fire, activating again the solar plexus. Good, let's do a couple more. And then let's bring some arms into it. So again, these are more Kundalini based movements. So let's reach out and then pulling in, twisting through the torso. Again, activating the solar plexus. Pulling in our inner resources here. What do we need to stay balanced, to feel empowered? Drawing it in. Joy, love, acceptance, community. Beautiful. And then let's take the arms up. And exhale, interlace the fingers, reach up towards the ceiling, press the palms up. You can continue to move a little bit side to side. Good, flip the hands back over, making a fist, inhale, and then exhale down. Breath of fire, here we go. Let the mind be still, focusing on the diaphragm. Warming up our shoulders at the same time. Moving that energy up the spine. Good, deep breath. Retain the breath. Press through your sits bones, lengthen through the spine, imagining that energy moving all the way up through the spine, out the crown of the head. And exhaling down. Beautiful. Let's roll those shoulders a few times. Really starting to feel the prana circulating. So just noticing how doing some simple movements, working with the breath of fire can really start to energize our entire body and clear out the mind. Good. Let's go ahead, come onto the hands and knees, continuing with some cat and cows here. Get some hands beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Inhaling, drop the belly. Engage the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Expand through the heart. And then exhaling. Rounding, pressing through the hands. So go as fast as you would like here. Again, let's energize And move that energy up the spine into the head. Good. Inhaling up. Retain the breath. Let the mind be still. Rest the awareness between the eyebrows. And exhaling down. Let's drop the heels. Extend, or the body's down towards the heels. Extend the arms. Rest the forehead. Rest in child's pose for a moment. Inhaling up to tabletop. Let's do another round here. Cat and cows, Kundilini style. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Inhaling up. Retain the breath. Let's bring the toes to the mat. And exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Letting all that prana energy flow down from the base of the tailbone through the spine and into the head. And then walking out the dog for a bit to stretch through the ankles and the calves. Maybe shaking the head out, yes and no. Circulating the energy we've created throughout the body. Excellent. Moving the hands out a bit, really press the floor away from you. Rotate the shoulder blades away from the spine. Feet are hip width apart. Inhale. And exhale, shifting into plank. Take a breath, drop the hips, align with the shoulders. Inhale, and then exhale, drop the pelvis, bring the tops of the feet to the mat. Into up dog here. Press the hands into the floor. Inhale, toes to the mat. Exhale, bring the hips back. Inhale. And exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Beautiful. Let's flow through that sequence a few times. Inhale, lift up on the toes and wave the body over into plank, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Drop the hips, brace the core, navel in towards the spine. Inhale, exhale, drop the hip bones down. Bring the tops of the feet, press through the hands, bend, gentle back bend here. Let's keep the thighs on the floor right now. Inhale, toes to the mat. Exhale, bring the hips back. Inhale, exhale, down dog, take a breath. Inhale, lifting up through the toes, press through the shoulder blades, navel in towards the spine, coming into plank. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, drop the pelvis, flip the feet, and finding a back bend. Looking up. Good. Inhale, and exhale. Drop the knees, drop the heels to the buttocks. Relax the arms, stack the hands. Take a breath. Inhale, pressing up, back to tabletop. Let's do a little balancing here, really starting to get into the core, activating the core. Inhale, bring the left leg up, squeeze the glute, point the toe, don't let the left hip rotate out. Keep the head long, reaching out through the crown of the head, looking down towards the floor. Beautiful. From here, let's rotate this right foot to make a little kickstand behind the right knee. Inhale the arm up, coming up into modified side plank. Inhale and exhale, coming into a balance here. Reach back, grab the foot, Press the foot into the hand, opening the chest and the shoulder, looking up towards the ceiling over that left shoulder. Squeeze the left glute. Good, one more breath. Inhale, release back to side plank. And exhale, back to tabletop. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, right leg up, squeeze the glute, point the toe. Rotate the right hip down towards the floor to stay in line with the left. Good, rotate the left foot behind the left knee. Left hand's underneath the shoulder, open up into side plank. Inhale and exhale. Option to bend the knee, reach for the foot. And then open up, twisting the torso up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the glute. Press the foot into the hand. Good. Inhale. And exhale back to side plank. Inhale. Exhale back to tabletop. Beautiful. Bring the hands forward. And we'll start to make our way back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, coming up into plank, holding, bracing. Inhale, and then exhale. Let's come onto the forearms here and make a tripod. So drop the knees for a second and clasp the elbows. And then releasing the hands, interlace the fingers, keeping the elbows at that measurement. Inhale and exhale. Coming first into forearm plank. Press the elbows into the floor. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Press through the elbows. Walk the feet forward, becoming into dolphin. So we're pressing the floor away from us, just like in down dog. Rolling the shoulder blades away from the spine. Good, lengthening the legs as much as we can. If the hamstrings are tight, just bend the knees. Good, inhale, let's do some dolphin push-ups here. Inhale, coming forward, bring the nose over the hands, drop the hips, and exhale back. Good, inhale forward, brace the core, exhale back. Keep going. Good, let's do two more. We're building our strength in the upper body, our shoulders. If we need to, exhale out through the mouth. Good, and inhale. Drop the knees, exhale. Drop the buttocks to the heels. Rest the forehead on the hands. And then inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Let's start to work into our warrior flows. Inhale the right leg up towards the ceiling. And then exhale into plank. Knee to nose, round through the back. Navel in towards the spine. Inhaling, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Feeling that diaphragm as well working. Breathing into it. Let's do one more. Holding here. Inhale. Exhale. Step through into low lunge. Place the back foot at a 45-degree angle. Inhale. Take it up to warrior one. Let's find our alignment here in warrior one. Right knee is over that ankle. Top foot there. Use your inner thigh here to keep the knee from falling in or out. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. Work on winging that left edge of the left foot down towards the mat. Activate the whole back leg and the glute. Orient the hips and shoulders towards the front. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, spread the fingers. Move the shoulders down away from the ears. We're gathering energy up through the legs and then down up through the arms and Bringing that energy into the belly and the solar plexus. Again, gathering our life force energy here. Inhale, let's lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms. And then exhale into a cactus arm back bend here. Exhaling out through the mouth. Again, feel that fire like you're a dragon. Inhaling up and exhale. Feel that passion. Feel that sense of purpose. And exhaling. Good, let's do 2 more. And exhaling out. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep hugging the inner thighs in. If we can, interlace those fingers and open the chest even further. Breathe into the heart. Again, the warrior wants to be, we always want to be connected to the heart, knowing our purpose is always based in love. Inhale and exhale. Let's take it into humble warrior. Again, a warrior that's connected with the heart can stay humble. Breathing into it, feeling that strength as well as that humbleness, being strong in our humbleness. Beautiful. Inhale, take it all the way back up. And then exhale, bring the left arm back, open the hips and shoulders out to warrior 2. Maybe scooch that front foot forward to widen your stance. Feel the hamstring working, back leg working, nice and strong. Roll the shoulders back and down, spread the fingers. Breathing into the belly, the diaphragm. Feeling that sense of strength that the warrior has, strength in our mind, our spirit, and our body. Feeling with it, connecting to it. Beautiful. And then let's take it into peaceful warrior. Flip the hands open, have a sense of receptivity. And then inhaling the arm up, dropping that back hand down the leg. Beautiful. Reach out through those fingertips, letting the shoulder blade wing away from the spine for a moment. Beautiful. Inhale, back to center. Let's take it into side angle. Bring the hands to in prayer. And bring the elbow in and that inner thigh. Using that to help twist through the torso, looking up over the left shoulder. Holding here, breathing, feeling the strength in the legs, connecting with the heart, sending our prayer into the heart, and then releasing out into the world with our breath. Beautiful. Inhale, press through that top leg. Take it to standing. Turn the left toes in, or the left heels in, toes out, and then find ourselves in temple or goddess pose. Roll our shoulders back and down. Finding a wide squat here. Again, nice and strong in those legs. Hands at the heart. Connecting our strength with our heart. Also honoring the Mother Earth beneath our feet. Breathing up her energy. Knowing she is our life source. Bringing it into our belly and our diaphragm. All the way into the heart. Connecting our heart and our purpose with the love and nurturing of the earth. One more breath. Good. Inhale. Lengthen those legs out. Lengthen the arms out. Spread the fingers. Spread the toes. Engage the glutes. Inhale. Exhale. Press the pelvis forward. Having a sense of openness and receptivity. Again, opening the heart. Connecting that with our strength. Inhale the arms up and exhale back to goddess pose. Holding here, breathing. Finding stillness within our strength. Again, finding support, nurturing, and love from the earth beneath us. Good. Inhaling the arms up and exhaling, taking it into warrior one on the other side. So we might need to bring that back leg up a bit. Shift the hips and shoulders forward. Sink into the pose. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Press the edge of that back foot into the floor. Activate the glute in the leg. Hug the inner thighs into the body. On the inhale, draw the energy of the earth up through the legs, into the belly and the diaphragm. Draw the energy of the sky down through the fingertips, the arms, and into the heart. Inhale, reaching up, lengthen the arms and legs. Exhale, cactus arm back bend, opening through the heart. Releasing any pent-up feelings of anger, rage, frustration, sadness. Clearing that space out. Welcoming in love, abundance, acceptance, joy. Nourishing our heart with the energy of the earth and the sky. Good, let's do 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. And then let's take it into, bring the arms behind, and then interlacing the fingers. Preparing for humble warrior here. Inhale, and then exhale. It's as if we are bowing, being humble. Bowing to each other, knowing that we are all interconnected, that we all deserve love, peace, safety, security. Bowing to the people that we serve, bowing to our community, bowing to the earth itself. Beautiful. 1 more breath. Inhale, taking it up, and exhale, opening up into warrior 2. Maybe walking that foot forward. Widening the stance, knee over the ankle, shoulders back and down, heart open. Spread the fingers, brace your core. Legs are completely active. Feeling into your strength, knowing that our strength is within us. Good, let's take it into peaceful warrior. Inhale, flip the hands, open up, receive. Exhaling. Sliding the back hand, back the leg, reaching out through those top fingertips. Keep pressing through that front foot. Create space in the hip joint. Beautiful. So we are receiving. We're feeling peaceful. We're drawing our weapons. Good. Inhaling up. Back to warrior 2. Let's do our side angle. So inhale, hands to the heart. Press that left elbow into the inner thigh. Look up over that right shoulder. Good. 1 more breath. Inhale, rotate that back toe. Frame the foot on either side with the hands, front foot, and then inhale, step it back to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, chest, then chin. Inhale up into cobra. Let's hold cobra here for a moment. Breathe into the heart. Engage through the back muscles. Press through the heel of the hand. Keep the elbows pinned in. Arching back. Inhale, press through the knees, lift the hips. Exhale, back and relax in child's pose. Stack the hands, rest the forehead, widen the knees, touch the big toes. Let's lengthen the arms out. Inhale, back to tabletop and work our way into warrior 3. You may need your blocks here for support, so preparing them at the top of your mat. Inhale, toes to the mat. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up. And exhale. high plank, knee to nose, round through the back, brace the core. Inhaling and exhaling it. Good, one more. Exhaling, inhale, exhale, step through into lunge. Let's prepare, come up into warrior three. So again, maybe using your blocks initially for support at any height. Inhale, exhale, we start to bring our weight onto that front foot. Bend the knee as you need to, find your balance, try and keep that right foot or right hip in line with the left. Inhale, and then exhale, start to lift up. See if we can bring the hands back into airplane. Point the toe. Again, try not to let the hips rotate out. Reaching out through the crown of the head. Rooting down through that standing leg. Again, if we need to bend the knees, that's fine. Beautiful. From there, maybe bring the hands to the heart. Again, reconnecting our warrior energy with the heart. Good. Inhale, a little bend in the standing leg. Take it up to single leg balance. Let's bring the arms up as well. Root down through that standing leg, tailbone down, squeeze the left glute. Inhale and exhale, hands travel to the heart. And then let's grab right underneath that knee. Holding and balancing, focusing on a point in front of us. Beautiful. From here, let's try and take it into dancer pose. So if you need the support of a wall, just bring the fingertips to the wall. Point the right knee down. Grab the foot. If we're not using the wall, bring the hands to the heart. Spread the fingers. Start to bring that weight into the left foot and then exhaling, reaching out, bringing the knee back. Press the foot into the hand. You can also use a wall with this hand here. Okay. Good. Holding, breathing. Inhale, and we'll drop right into low lunge on the exhale. Exhaling down. Inhale, step it back to plank. And then exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhaling up, cobra. Maybe taking the cobra a little higher this time. Keep rolling those shoulders back and down. Pin the elbows in, slight bend in the elbows. Press through the heel to hand, engage the shoulder blades. Open through the heart. Breathe into the heart. Good. Inhale, toes to the mat. Exhale those hips back. Inhale, up to down dog. Inhale the right leg up. And then exhale, we'll step right through into lunge. And come into various versions of warrior three. Inhale. Spread those toes. Press the four corners of the feet. Find your balance. Engage your core. Maybe start here in airplane. Start to lengthen the legs as much as we can. Keep the hips and shoulders in alignment. Point that back toe. Spread the fingers, engage the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, hands travel to the heart. Holding here, lengthen through the spine. Try not to round, keeping the back straight. And then we'll take it up to single leg balance. Bring the hands above the head. Can make a point, reach up towards the ceiling. Engage the glute here, engage the quad. Inhale and exhale, hands travel to the heart. Inhale, interlace the fingers and grab onto that knee just below the knee. Keep rooting down through the standing leg. And then start to slide that left hand down the shin. Release the right hand to the heart, or use a wall or a wall in front of you. Inhale And then exhale, taking into Shiva Nataraj, dancer pose. Align the hips and shoulders as much as you can. Lift that back leg. Inhaling, exhaling. One more breath. Inhale, and then exhale, down to lunge. Inhale, step it back to plank. And then exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up into cobra. Let's deepen into cobra. Widen the knees out to the edges of the mat. Inhale and then exhale. Touch the toes. Keep pressing through the heel of the hand. Keep those elbows pinned in. Slight bend in the elbow. Reach the toes back through the crown of the head. Inhale. Press to the knees. Lift the hips. Keep the toes touching. Exhaling. And then release the arms down to the sides. Cheek to the mat. Feeling our heartbeat slightly accelerated. Connecting our heart with the heart of the earth beneath us. Breathing into it. Beautiful. Finding stillness here for a moment. Lengthening the arms out. Bringing the knees back in line with the hips. Inhaling up. And exhale, down dog. Let's flow through our warrior sequence one more time each side. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step through. Place the back foot at a 45. Inhale up into warrior one. Sink into it. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen the legs. Exhale into the back bend. Open through the heart. One more. Good, staying back. Lengthen the arms. Maybe interlace the fingers. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale into humble warrior. Take a breath. Inhale, bringing the arms down, and then exhaling the left arm back. Widening our stance into warrior two, hips and shoulders towards the front. Inhale, flip the hands, palms up, in, exhale back into peaceful warrior. Inhale, and then exhale into prayer, side angle twist. Inhale, back to low lunge, turn those back toes in. Inhale, step it back to plank. Maybe come into chaturanga without dropping the knees. This time, shift the toes up forward, bend the elbows, flip the feet, and find up dog. If not, stick with our original variation. Inhale, exhale, down dog. Inhale, the left leg up. Exhale. Place the feet for warrior one. Inhale up, warrior one. Sink into the pose. Shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, lengthen the legs, arms. And then exhale. Cactus arm back bend, opening the heart. Releasing any hardness, anger, or sadness around the heart. Good. Inhale, last one. Exhale. Bring the arms back. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Bring the hands together. Inhale. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale into humble warrior. Inhale, release the arms. Exhale, open the right arm open, the hips, shoulders to the front. Warrior two. Good, inhale, flip the hands. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhaling up, and then exhale, prayer side angle twist. Inhale, turning into low lunge. Exhale, inhale, step it back to plank. Maybe come down halfway into chaturanga, flip the tops of the feet. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, release in child's pose. Let's go ahead, widen the knees and release the arms, touch the big toes. Bring the chest and cheek back to the mat, maybe resting on the other side and the other cheek. Taking a few more breaths into the heart. Feeling our whole body becoming more energized, spacious, healthy, and vibrant. Good, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press up. Exhale, going ahead, sitting back on the heels in Vajrasana. Keeping the tailbone down towards the floor, opening through the heart. This is, again, a very noble pose, the hero pose. So we are all coming into our hero and heroine selves at this time in a lot of ways. Standing up for what we believe in. Doing those little acts of kindness that can really change people's lives and change the world. So knowing that we are more than capable of being that person for others, as long as our cup is full, as long as we have the energy. So let's inhale those arms up, and then exhale into a little twist here to release the back, left hand against the right thigh. You can press this back of the hand into the hip. Keep tilting the tailbone down, shoulder down away from the ear. Deep breath through the diaphragm, the belly, into the low back. Inhale, exhale back to center. Inhale the arms up. Reach up out of the rib cage and the pelvis. Exhale, keep that length as we deepen into the twist. Inhale and exhale, release back to center. Sitting over to the right side, let's swing those legs around. Let's work a little more with the core, and then we'll start to cool down with some more heart opening poses. So working with our boat pose, Navasana, feet are hip width apart, press your sits bones, lengthen through your spine. Inhale and exhale, lift the feet, lift the hands. Maybe flex the feet, press out through the heels, and then bring the palms up again, receiving, opening through the heart, strong but receptive. We don't need to be hardened warriors. We can be soft warriors. We can be tender warriors, as long as we keep that heart open, as well as keeping our body, mind, and spirit strong. Good, inhaling and exhaling. Release down into butterfly. Release those hips for a moment. Press the elbows into the calves if you can, or even press into that crease. Move the knees down towards the floor, opening the hips. You can come back to our original pose or try more balancing here, grabbing onto the big toes with the pointer fingers. Inhaling, lifting the feet. Exhale, we start to lengthen the legs out. You can also be more here, holding on here or here, wherever you can, or come back to the original pose. You can try lengthening out the legs and the arms this time, really bracing through the core. Inhale. Coming back to butterfly and exhaling down. Good, moving the chest towards the toes, keeping the spine long. Good, let's go ahead and lengthen out the legs and come down onto the mat. Option to come into plow pose here to release the back a little further, or just bring the feet up in the air or against a wall. If we want to come into plow pose, lifting the hips, walk the elbows in, come up onto the shoulders, keep the neck long. Inhaling and exhaling the toes down towards the floor. Just listening to the sound of my voice here. Don't move your neck once you're up here in this pose. If we want to take it all the way up to shoulder stand, walk those elbows in more. Keep the neck long, keep room in the throat, chin away from the chest. Press the hips forward. Reach the toes up towards the ceiling. We're letting all that prana we worked up in the warrior poses to nourish our, come down into the digestion and nervous system, our brain, all of our internal organs, and also giving the heart a rest. So this is one of our most nourishing, energizing poses in yoga. Let's take a couple more breaths. And then beginning to release down. Bend the knees down towards the forehead. Release the elbows out to the sides. Come down off the shoulders. Shoulder blades come down on the mat. Release the hands. Engage your core and slowly lengthen those legs down. Let's lengthen the legs out. Engage the core. And then exhaling, releasing down. Release the head side to side. Beautiful. Last pose here for our heart. Coming into fish pose or Matyasana. Roll over to one side and then roll the shoulder in and down the spine. Shoulder blade in and down. Palm on the floor. We sit on the hands and the arm. Roll the other shoulder blade in and down. So we're opening already through the chest. Sitting on the hands. Again, walk those elbows in. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, press through the elbows, lift the chest and head, and then tilt the head back, resting the crown of the head gently on the earth, but all of our weight here is more in the elbows, so there's not a lot of weight in the head. Breathing into the heart, letting the mind totally relax, releasing any remaining tension, stress, worries in the mind, just letting it drain out through the crown of the head into the earth as we nourish and open our heart even further. Beautiful. And then inhale, lift, press through the elbows, lift the face and the head, and then bring the shoulder blades to the mat. Release the arms out to the sides. Widen the legs and the arms, and move the head side to side. And then resting in Shavasana here for a few moments. So as we're resting in Shavasana, feeling the effect of our practice on our state of being, noticing the sense of energy coursing through the body. Feeling into our nadis, our energy channels, and noticing the prana, our energy coursing through those channels. Feeling how the energy can flow more freely as we've released stored up tension, emotional tension, physical tension, and mental tension. Allowing our natural life force to flow freely and to blossom like a flower through all of our energy centers. And then taking a few breaths again into the diaphragm, we can even imagine that sun, that fiery energy, even maybe as a sun or a flame, and feeling how bright it is now burning, how there's that sense of energy filling the entire area, the diaphragm, the solar plexus, and then that energy emanating up into our heart, radiating out of the heart, and then moving up into our mind, inspiring us to again act in ways that feel both connected with our heart and in line with our vision for a new reality, whether that be in our personal lives or in the collective. So let's take a few more breaths here. And then that connection to the earth beneath us, knowing our life force is the life force of the earth, and we can always recharge and renew our own energy by connecting, grounding with the earth, and bringing that energy into our body. Beautiful. And then on our next breath, making some small movements with the fingers and the toes and the head. Feeling your body and mind, spirit as one. Feeling more wholeness and balance through all of the different aspects of ourselves. And then inhaling, bring the knees into the chest. Exhaling, rolling onto the side. Taking a few breaths here. Cherishing a few last moments of stillness and silence. And then lengthening that top leg, pressing through the hands. Coming back to our seated posture. Feel free to grab a block. And taking our last few breaths here in meditation, feeling our connection to the earth, drawing that energy up into our root chakra, the Kundalini, base of the Kundalini at the base of the spine, and then drawing that energy up, feeling the openness all the way up through the spine, feeling into the energy centers or chakras, especially the solar plexus as we bring that energy up, feeling the openness, and then up into the heart, all the way up through the crown of the head, and then exhaling down, connecting with the sky, reconnecting our energy down to the earth, feeling that sense of complete balance and alignment in body, mind, and spirit. Feeling renewed, energized, and ready to express the passion of the solar plexus, connected with the wisdom and love of the heart and our vision for new reality in our collective and our individual, connected with love, peace, acceptance, equality, justice. So thank you so much for coming. I hope this practice was helpful for you, and if you can come back to it anytime you're starting to feel a little low and burned out, to re-energize our purpose and to move forward. So thank you so much for coming. We'll end with a bow. Namaste.